So parcel negotiation really is the time, any time of the year, where you actually enter into a negotiation with either with a small parcel carrier like a UPS or a FedEx. And what you're trying to do is get the best of what you can get out of the carrier from a rate perspective. And within that rate perspective, you've got several key components, majority of which is the rates that you pay for a package going through their system or their network in order to get a package from point A to point B. Not only do you have the rates, however, the service level rates, there's also the surcharges and or accessorials that you want to make sure that you understand and keep a keen eye on when you're going through the negotiation to ensure that the impact of those surcharges and accessorials aren't greater than what you expected or even were before the actual negotiation. So the negotiation really is opening up an opportunity to pay less than you are today, tomorrow. So when you're going through a parcel negotiation, whether it's with UPS or FedEx, there's a few things you want to make sure you keep your eye on. Those are really when you're looking at your contract, is making sure that you don't overlook certain key pieces of language. One of the main ones right now that are some of the language that's being slipped in is a guaranteed service refund waiver, where you don't currently have one today. It's very small language in the contract, but it's that small language that if you happen to overlook it, it can have a huge impact on the back end. There is one carrier specifically that is actually putting that in every contract that we're seeing right now, and that is Federal Express. They are putting in guaranteed service refund waiver language in almost every contract that we are reviewing. It's not the account manager's fault. A lot of times the pricing department just actually puts it in. The account manager doesn't really understand that it's there. You obviously don't really understand that it's there either. You're not necessarily looking for it. The account manager is not pointing it out. So that could be a huge oversight. The other one is just the change in surcharge discounts, whether it's from a dollar off perspective or from a percentage off standpoint. You really want to have a percentage off from any accessorial discount, not a dollar off, because as the time of the contract goes on, that percentage, if you have a dollar off discount, that percentage impact gets less and less as that contract goes on. So a few of the oversights are definitely the language in the contract, and then ensuring that the discounts you're getting are the discounts that you want. We get this question a lot where customers ask, why can't I just do this my own? I think I can basically garner or recover the same type of savings as you're purporting you can grab for me. And that's true. You might have the opportunity to go after it yourself. However, when you partner with someone like a third-party negotiator or a consulting firm or someone like a Lojistic, we have access to different pieces of analytics. In addition to the analytics, we also employ different strategies and tactics depending on several key areas of a negotiation. There's two sides to every negotiation as far as small parcel negotiations goes. That can include the analytic side or the scientific side. And then in addition to that, you've got the emotional side. Based on our experience, our wealth of experience here, I myself have over 27 years of experience in the parcel negotiation field. It's very important to ensure that you're employing the right side of the negotiation during the right time of the negotiation. So there's a certain time to employ the analytics and the scientific side, and there's really, really important times when you're trying to employ the emotional side. And the emotional side is one that's kind of out there. It's more of the what keeps the account managers at the carriers, Federal Express or UPS, what keeps them awake at night? What scares them to the point of, oh my gosh, I need to write a really good story to my pricing department in order to help this customer get what they want or what they need. It's also to a point where what keeps the account manager motivated to maybe win your business or to grab additional business. So yeah, sure, you can definitely do the negotiation yourself, but there are pieces of the negotiation where you will definitely fall short because the experience level isn't necessarily there. We get a lot of customers that ask, when's the best time to review my small parcel contract or really enter into a small parcel negotiation? And our answer is usually the same. If your contract is anywhere from 15 to 18 months old, it's usually a good time to maybe not necessarily take a deep dive, but at least take a look at what's contained in the contract from a discount and really a rate perspective. And also be mindful of whatever's in there is what you need. And what I mean by that is being mindful of the surcharges and accessorials that come up every year, whether they're new or the carrier happens to increase the surcharge by, let's say, 35%, which is not uncommon, especially when you take a look at the most recent rate increase that FedEx and UPS just employed. Both of those, the average general rate increase was 4.9%, but that's really just the tip of the iceberg. When you look at the big chunk below the surface, you'll see that a lot of the accessorials and surcharges went from anywhere from 3%, which is great, but some of the bigger impact ones, size related, went up 30-35%. So it's usually a good time, at least 15 to 18 months, and then opening up a parcel negotiation or taking a deep dive into your contract, usually right around the beginning of the year, so you understand the impact of the general rate increase along with the impact of the new surcharges or increased surcharges.